if go missing, it's Jay-Z. Or if I suddenly die because some weird thing happens, it's Jay-Z. I've already provided all the evidence to send Evil Carter and that witch goes straight to hell where they belong. And I want my hearts to know I'll always love them in this life and the next.
Like he always want them to need him and shit. I guarantee you so many people ain't even put it together who allegedly is behind them having police sent after them. I bet you, allegedly, I bet you so many people haven't put two and two together. But look who was always loyal to him. P. Diddy. So, honey child, I hope all of y'all low-ranking nobodies understand that Jigga Man nor Desiree Perez, if shit ever went down, allegedly for anything alleged, they would not piss on you if you were on fire. And I believe the fire's heating up. All the times you've used women as pawns, Jigga Man, allegedly. Jigga Man, somebody told me you said I was disloyal, Jigga Man. Not the most disloyal man on planet Mother and Earth, calling somebody disloyal, but that was alleged. I don't know that to be true. Oh, Jigga Man. Oh, Jigga Man. Why? Why? Didn't you say black girls don't know how to act, Jigga Man? Huh? Con el R. Jigga Man, ayúdame, por favor, dímelo. I'm gonna tell somebody they don't really wanna, you know what I'm saying, sign with heavy on it, but then they'll go and sign with the white peoples. And guess who the white people's finna call? Always. Oh, Nicki Minaj, Betty. Oh, they always make sure they get the attention of the barbs. So you would be surprised, and I'm not talking about doing ad-libs on any songs, if their name is not on the Pink Friday 2. They're not a heavy on it artist. That Jay-Z has exhibited signs of envy, jealousy, hate, and...
What's up? It's the most of my man. Nicki Minaj goes crazy and she goes off Jay-Z. She said that Jay-Z is jealous and he is evil and he's a rat. Everyone know that Jay-Z and Desiree Perez is working for the feds for a long time. So all of this shit been going on for a long time, man. Jay-Z has always been a snitch. But Nicki Minaj been going off Jay-Z for a long while, saying that Jay-Z is sacrificing kids, putting people on plane unconscious. He be doing all type of crazy shit for a long while, man. And Jay-Z did everybody wrong. He's selling out the black community. He's selling out his own to be rich. That ninja is a hater, man. But it is what it is, man. You need to watch a full video. A lot of detail is in this shit. Like, share, subscribe. Let's get it.
Stopping bags behind the scenes, allegedly. Why is it always the same story? So that means Nas made all of that stuff up. DMX made all of that stuff up. He was beefing for a minute with 50, with Dame and Dipset for a while. And isn't it interesting how many feuds, even with females, that he's allegedly been behind as well? What about all of the people who have made claims about their businesses or accusations about some business practices, allegedly, of course, Were are all of those people even currently right now? Are they all making it up? 55 with bots. 55 and too insecure, too crumpled up on the inside to face the real shit mother gotta say about your ass. 55 years old and having to rely on bots. That's closer to 100 years old.
This one is interesting, man. Nicki Minaj is on her Jaguar in this one. She's going crazy and going off Jay-Z, man. So all of these conspiracies and all of these theories that we've been hearing about Jay-Z, I believe that most of it is true, man, because DMX was saying the same shit, Prodigy, everyone was exposing Jay-Z, man. Kanye was saying that he's afraid because he don't want Jay-Z to send his shooter after him. So I understand that a lot of shit is going on in the industry. People are getting sacrificed. Jay-Z be practicing rituals. Beyonce be sacrificing cats. There are a lot of crazy theories, man. But when these people talk about Jay-Z, they always try to cease and desist. They don't want you to talk about them. Oh, no one as yet got sued for all of the allegation and accusation that is coming out about them. I believe that some of this shit is true, man. Jay-Z is trying his best to change the narrative. He wants everyone to believe that he still got control. But no one really rocking with Jay-Z at the moment because shit is just getting crazy. And I love when Nicki go crazy and speak her mind, because most of these ninjas ain't gonna say shit because they're so afraid of Jay-Z and his power. But most of the power that Jay-Z got, he got it from the white people. He got it from the elites. He's a puppet. They've been using Jay-Z for a long time, man. That's why he got all of those deals with the Super Bowl, and he's gonna forever be a billionaire because he's continuing selling out the black community. He don't know his roots. This ninja is fake like his dreads. He's just a fake ninja right now. So Jay-Z be doing all type of stuff just to change the narrative. And I know that Nicki's gonna respond and Drake is gonna respond. This shit is just gonna get crazy by the second and by the minute, because that type of rap that Jay-Z is coming with, that is just trash to me. You need to go back in the studio, do some training, ninja, before you try to beef with this type of people, because these young generation, they're gonna put on some bars. They're gonna lay it down on the floor. And Drake is about that shit. He's about that life. He's ready for this shit because right now the jig is up and shit is gonna get crazy. But the narrative that is going on with Jay-Z right now, Jay-Z is going back to work. He's doing all type of stuff. And he's saying that he got uncontrollable anger of all the accusation and all of the allegation that been going on. Now you finally respond with some weak ass rap. What the hell was that, man? That was the worst freestyle I ever heard. I know that Nicki can build a better freestyle than that shit. Even a female can tear you down, Jigga Man. I believe that Nicki can smoke you in a versus, man. I don't think you can manage to eat in the kitchen right now. You're an old lad. You need to go and sit down, ninja. You need to go and sit down and leave this shit alone. But it is what it is, man. It's the Monster Mind. Have a blessed day.
Was Jay-Z sent by the white elites to puppeteer the black community? So Jay-Z has made a lot of questionable decisions over the years that I think went over a lot of our heads at some point. But now with this new revelation that he's not only in the Epstein files with a very serious allegation, but also to know that Jeffrey Epstein and his colleagues were talking about Jay-Z quite a bit. And it seems as though they admired his business model, hence this email right here. This email from Jess Staley, who is this man, to Jeffrey Epstein, basically is alleging that the only reason America isn't in an uproar with a bunch of protests and, taking over the government is because the group that would be doing that, black people, have been bought off by Jay-Z. Now, there's no mention of whether or not this was a plan of theirs, if they sent him to do that, but there are certain instances and circumstances throughout the years that could lead us to that conclusion. For example, when Brooklyn wanted to build the Barclays Center, there was a lot of pushback from people who lived there. They said that it would basically take away housing from poor black people. So what did they do? Well, they brought Jay-Z in. Now, he only had a small percentage of ownership in the Barclays Center. The rumors are that it's between 0.5% and 1%, but they promised him ownership, which he toted and bragged about for years. And Jay-Z was basically the face of the Barclays Center. Black people in Brooklyn eventually got on board with the idea of the Barclays Center coming to Brooklyn with the promise of it providing jobs and things like that. But the major reason was because Jay-Z was involved. And they saw him as the face of it all. They saw Jay-Z being the guy that was trying to build Barclays Center for Brooklyn, despite the fact that he only had 0.5% of ownership in the company. Jay-Z eventually went on to sell his ownership in the Barclays Center several years later, but there is another example of Jay-Z possibly selling us out. Back in 2016, when Colin Kaepernick took a knee to protest police brutality against black people in America, everyone was up in a roar. White supremacists were saying that they couldn't believe he did that and wanted him punished. Black people were applauding him for doing it and took his side. The NFL was in a very, very sticky situation, and they had people from both sides that they kind of had to answer to. On one hand, you have white supremacists who are threatening to never watch the NFL again, boycotting games, burning their jerseys. And then on the other hand, you have black people who stood with Colin Kaepernick and basically said that they would do the same if he was punished for his protest. Both fan bases were extremely needed in order for the NFL to succeed. And somehow the NFL was in the middle of all of this. They had to make both parties happy. So what did they do? Called in Jay-Z. They got Jay-Z to basically make a statement and say, it's time for us to move past this protest. It's been 3 years. Nothing has come of this. We need to move forward. Colin Kaepernick had been ousted from the NFL. So white supremacists were happy, but black people weren't. So they brought Jay-Z in to basically